found 3 pills in my kitchen. 2 bitches want one, I got 0 problems. If we got them, then I'm here to solve them. I'm feeling honest, fuck your feelings, sorry. No ceilings on it, it's inspiring how I feel this morning. Man, I'm sweating that everybody that come around feel nauseous.
I know what you're probably thinking. Who the f is this douchebag? Well, that's irrelevant, because I'm not here to talk about myself. I'm here to talk about the greatest fantasy football league known to man. Not everyone was born with the ability to be in the NFL. So if you're like me or the other 99% of Americans in the world, you need a way to feel connected to the game that you love. And that's why fantasy football was created. Unfortunately, not all fantasy football leagues are created equally. I've been a part of a few leagues that are just sad. And that's why I created the W3FL Fantasy League. In our league, we have 12 members that each pay a $100 entry fee. Our teams consist of a quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, a tight end, a kicker, and a defense/special teams.
What about a flex?
Oh yeah. A flex position is not a position on a football field. It's a position that was created by somebody who lost their league because they needed a running back instead of a wide receiver. So we don't have one. Anyway, first place gets $900, second place gets $200, and third place gets their money back. But that's not all. They also get a championship title belt, a championship ring, and last but not least, they get to choose the punishment for the loser of the shit bowl. What's the shit bowl? Well, in the W3FL Fantasy League, whenever you miss the playoffs, you get put into a loser's bracket. If you lose the first round of the loser's bracket, you go to the shit bowl. And if you go to the shit bowl and lose, you get punished. Anyway, last year we had 2 members of the W3FL Fantasy League retire. So now it's time to introduce the 2 new members of the W3FL Fantasy League.
I came to pass the blunt around, I fuck around, pour up a full cup, chug it down, homie, that was yesterday. So they wonder how, I do this every single time I come around, but it's so easy when you W-E-B. Easy when you W-E-B. Easy when you W-E-B. Yeah, I'm puffin' loud, got me buzzing now. I'm just trying to do some shit that makes my mother proud. Live from the underground, met with all the labels and they said that I could make $1 million if I dumbed it down. But I said fuck that, I'ma do it Webb's way, cause I'm fucking dope. Well, at least that's what my friends say. Lyrically a sensei, muy caliente. Comprende, Thursday to Wednesday, I be so crazy. It's not what I try for, but that's my business. Homie, you should mind yours. I couldn't lose my mind more, jumping out the window on the 9th floor. Now they say they gotta send me to the psych ward. Straight jacketed battle, it ain't happening. That'd be like seeing Drake and Rampage in a cage match. And I've been put up on this planet to ramble and raise havoc with a bottle and an 1/8 a day habit. I came to pass the blunt around, I fuck around, pour up a full cup,
Alright,
chug it down.
I'm here with Tanner Young. Listen, we had one young brother. He retired. And we brought in another young brother. So, I'm going to start off with this. This is a pretty... Someone might find this to be a little funny. I don't know. But, in 2017, let me know if you recollect this right here.
All right.
You were pretty much in that mode where people usually stop giving a shit about their fantasy team, okay? It wasn't a... Technically, it was the W3FL Fantasy League, but not officially. So there was no entry fee. Well, I think it was like a $20, $10 entry fee. I'm not 100% sure, but
$20.
$20 entry fee? Okay. You had 2 players not playing going into the first round of the playoffs. You remember what happened after that?
I probably won.
You won. Not only did he win, folks, he beat someone that's still in the W3FL Fantasy League. And that year, he had 2 losses all year. That was his 3rd loss. He lost 2 times. He was the regular season champ. You did not even look at the fantasy app, and you beat him. First round, he scored He scored 85 points, folks, and won against the regular season champ. Do you remember that at all?
Slightly, you know.
Yeah. So that's pretty crazy.
What can I say?
So, I mean,
I draft the best.
I'll tell you what, Jamal Caldwell, he remembers it real well. I mean, he really does.
Yeah.
Because that's who it was. That's who you beat. And he had his full team in there, by the way. Jamal had his full team in there. He had 2 people. One was injured. One retired, I think. Not even sure. But, I mean, that's what happened there. I mean, pretty crazy. But that's how it goes sometimes in fantasy football. Now, let me ask you this, Tanner Young. Have you played fantasy football since then? And how have you done? You done all right? How are you doing in your other leagues?
Usually do pretty well, you know. I'm either, you know, kind of bottom half or second or third. I haven't won one in a while, so.
So I'll ask that question too. Have you ever won a championship in a fantasy league?
I have.
You've won?
I think one time I've won. Yep.
Hey, that's more than the commissioner.
Got 1 ring on my belt.
That's more than the commissioner, folks. The commissioner has lost this league 2 times. His own league. He started it. He's lost 2 out of 4 times there was a punishment. Can you believe that?
I can.
Okay.
I can.
He can't. He still is just thinking about it, and he's pretty angry. But he says, you know, this year's going to be different. He says it every year. I mean, what the hell do you expect? But anyway, let's get to a less serious question here. Fuck one, marry one, kill one, all right? I'll just say 3 random names. I don't know. Kyle Tucker, Carson Cheatham, Jake Bell. I know you know all 3 of them.
I know them all pretty well.
So, what do you guys say? What are you doing there?
Well, let's see. Kyle, Carson, and Jake. I guess I'm going to have to fuck Carson, marry Kyle, kill Jake.
Really?
That's it. That's
I mean, I think to kill Jake, that's a good strategy right there. I think everybody in the league might agree with you on that one. But Carson's a real nice guy.
Great guy. That's why you got to marry him.
No, you said you're fucking Carson.
Oh.
You're marrying Kyle? Are you
marry
sure?
Kyle. Yeah.
Or did you meant to switch it around there?
Nope, I'm staying solid.
All right, hey, good friend. Hey, he actually just got married. Congratulations, Kyle Tucker.
Yep, thanks for the invite to the wedding, Dick.
Oh, shit, fine. Well, he said, I thought he was in Utah. Sure, good excuse.
Yep.
Listen, Kyle's kind of a douchebag. We all know that. Kyle and Jake, it's always up for debate who's the bigger douchebag in the Western Fantasy League.
Yep.
And maybe we'll have a vote on it at the end of the year. I don't know. But, I mean, hey, that goes to show you that's a point for Kyle in that regard. But, I mean, Jake got married, too. Did he invite you?
Nope.
But you're not real close to – not as close as you are to Kyle Tucker.
No.
Yeah, so that's kind of weird.
I know. I was a little upset.
Yeah, if you ask me, it's a little weird, but he says he thought you were in Utah. Whatever. It's an excuse.
Yep.
That's people have them. They have excuses sometimes. Now, you don't have to answer this one if you don't want to. We're back on track. This is a fantasy football related question.
Right on.
All right?
Yep.
Who will you be picking if you get the number 1 overall pick? Now, I don't know if you know yet, but it's random. It's at random. 30 minutes before the draft, you see what draft pick you got, where you're going in the draft. So if you get the number 1 overall, who are you taking?
Jay Jettis. Justin Jefferson, baby.
That's a good pick. I feel like most people are doing that.
Yep.
And it's a smart pick. Honestly, real smart, solid. And it's a PPR league.
Yeah.
You can't do better than that.
Nope.
So this is another question about who you're going to pick maybe. Do you like to pick guys that you like, or do you like to pick guys for your team solely based off of skill level, talent, and like fantasy points per year type thing?
Stat stuffers, man.
Stat stuffer. So you don't care. You'll pick a dude you hate.
Yep.
You'll pick Tom Brady if he's playing still.
Picked him 2 years in a row.
There you have it, folks. He's not biased. That's a good strategy to have. There's a few people in the league that maybe are Bengals fans, and you can't really tell by it looking at their team at all. At all. Can't tell at all. You could never tell if you just looked at. I mean, maybe if you just look at their team the last 3 years, you couldn't even tell. It's weird.
Probably didn't take Joe Burrow. No.
I don't know. It's just hypothetical. Metaphorical.
Oh.
You know, I wasn't talking about anybody in the West Third Fantasy League or anything like that.
I thought you were. I was confused here. Yeah,
no, I'm just conducting an interview here. I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus or anything, but here's a hypothetical here for you, though. If you picked the same exact quarterback 3 years in a row, and you had a losing record every single year, it's just a hypothetical question. Say you did this. Would you pick that same quarterback for a consecutive fourth consecutive year? Would you do that?
Well, depends on the factor here. How many good quarterbacks are left? You know?
Let's
He's
say
top-notch up there still.
Let's say every single quarterback still left.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, no, we're not talking about anybody in the West or Fantasy League currently at all. Just
Allegedly.
A hypothetical question here. That's all we're asking. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I don't want to, listen, I'm not throwing anybody under the bus. I never would. Cletus might. That Jamal guy, he hates that Jamal guy. I don't know why. I mean, Jamal's never missed the playoffs. Not one time has he missed the playoffs. Will this be the year? Season 6? I don't know. I guess we'll see.
We'll find out.
We'll find out real quick. But, so you're friends with some of the guys in the West Third Fantasy League, right?
Yeah, probably most of them.
And you were in there at 2017. Who would you say, out of the guys you know, is the biggest douche?
Kyle Tucker.
That's a good choice.
Kyle Tucker.
Is it just maybe some hard feelings?
Yeah, a little resentment on these past few months, month maybe.
Yeah, hey, it happens. Maybe he did think you were in Utah. I don't know. Probably not.
Probably
but hey,
not.
you never know. I mean, possibly.
He could have.
It's possible. But so one more question. I'm gonna ask you a question. You can ask me whatever. So you're not actually brothers with Evan Young, are you? You're not, because his brother won last year actually, retired on top. That's a smart strategy.
Yeah.
You win, you quit, because he wasn't exactly real good.
Yeah.
I mean, he was about 3-6 against his brother. He couldn't beat him at all. It was weird.
Huh.
And like last year, he won the championship. His brother beat him. Didn't lose to him at all last year. It was weird. Pretty weird. I don't know. But anyway, so you're not actually brothers with him, or you just have the same last name?
Same last name, same great last name.
Yeah, it is a great. Hey, I like that last name. Walkerson's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But Young, it's solid. It's solid.
Great name.
Pretty basic if you ask me. But that's all right. Sometimes those are the coolest names.
That's right.
But anyway, you got any questions for me? You got any questions about the league? What's going on this year? You do know there's a punishment.
Yeah.
You're not worried about that?
No, hell no.
Not at all?
No.
Not even a little time? Listen, I'll tell you. Trip Dub, Dylan Davis sat in that same exact seat right there. Beautiful background. He said the same thing, and you know what? He was this close to losing the whole thing. He said, no, I'm not worried about it. I've won 2 out of 3 years. I mean, in my other leagues, he was playing against 3rd and 4th grade children. But hey, beside the point. But you're not worried about it?
No, I'm going to say this right now. I'm top 2.
You're top 2.
And I'm not 2. So, number 1, it's going to happen.
Did you hear that, folks? I'm sitting here looking at the next champion of the West 3rd Fantasy League, Tanner Young. You heard it here first. Hey.
You ain't first, you're last.
It's Walkerson. We'll fucking see you. All right, I'm here with the newest member in the West 3rd Fantasy League, Emma Beasley, folks. Now, I ask this to everybody. I'm not asking you just because you're a lady. Okay, let's be straight to the point, because the person you're replacing, Johnny Sportsball, can't get enough. Give him some more. He'd never played fantasy in his entire life. Not one time in his entire life. So my question is, Emma Beasley, have you ever played fantasy football in your entire life?
Hell no.
Hell no. Okay. Well, okay. There is a punishment for this league if you get last place. You know that, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
As long as I don't get it and Noah gets it, we'll be all right.
That'd be cool. I would love that, actually. I mean, did he tell you about his? I'll get to that. That's a question here. I'll tell you. I'll get to that. So you're friends with Noah then, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. How did that happen?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I just found him and I was like, fuck it, I'll be his friend.
Yeah, it's like this guy needs a friend.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I guess I'll be his friend. Whatever. I mean, hey, sometimes
Took
that's
one
how
for
it
the
happens.
team.
That's how it happens. Hey, we need more people like that, honestly. So you do know sports though, right? You said you've never been in a fantasy football league per se, but you do know sports a little tiny bit at least?
Oh yeah.
Or
Yeah.
you know sports pretty well, just not
I know sports pretty well, just not football.
just not football. So you decided to get in a fantasy football league. Hey, that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you right now, you already have one up on Johnny Sports Ball because he doesn't know shit about any sport. It doesn't matter what it is. If there's a ball involved, he don't know about it. That's why his name's Johnny Sports Ball. It's a pun. It's sarcasm, folks. He doesn't know anything about any of that stuff, but that's fine. Hey, he stuck it out. He was here for 4 years, and he lost 2 out of 4 years, so that was cool of him to do that. But, I mean, hey, it is what it is. So you are friends with Noah. Did he tell you about how his season went last year at all?
No, I don't remember how his season went last year at all. I just know he was pissed off pretty often.
He was pissed off pretty often. Well, I don't know why. Really, he should have only been pissed off towards the end of the year because what he did was spectacular during the season. I think he lost 2 or 3 times. One time. He lost 1 time in the Western Fantasy League. No one's ever only lost 1 time. They've lost at least twice. But listen here. He was the only regular season champ in the Western Fantasy League that did not win the whole thing. How does that make you feel? That's disappointing, isn't it?
That makes me feel good though that he didn't win.
Whoa, man. I thought you were friends with him. What is going on
I
here?
am friends with him, but you know.
Tough love. I
Tough
get it.
love, yeah.
I get it. Yeah, but it was pretty spectacular. No one's ever won the regular season and then not won the whole thing. It's never happened in the league. And it was cool that he was the first one to do it. That's pretty cool. Hypothetical here. Not about anybody in the league. Obviously, it's not about anybody in the league. It's a hypothetical question. You know
Hypothetical,
what that,
yeah.
You know what
yeah.
that means. So, let's say your favorite professional football team that has not won a single playoff game in 30 years advances to the Super Bowl. Okay? It's a multiple choice question. A, would you cry when they advanced to the Super Bowl? B, would you cry after they win the Super Bowl? C, would you cry after they lose the Super Bowl? Or D, none of the above?
None of the above.
None of the above. I agree. See, some people might just when they make it to the Super Bowl. I think it's kind of weird.
If I recall, if I remember correctly, I remember there was a video that surfaced somewhere of,
Where's
you
that?
know,
No, it's just a hypothetical question. I'm not talking about.
hypothetically, I saw,
Oh, you hypothetically saw this.
yeah, individual
Okay.
cry.
So they were crying. Their team won the Super Bowl and he was crying with happy tears, right?
No. They just made it to the
They
Super
made
Bowl.
it to this. Okay.
That was it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Then
kind
they
of
lost.
That's kind of weird, if you ask me.
Yeah.
That's weird. I mean, if you cried when you lost the Super Bowl, that would make sense.
That's more understandable.
Yeah, for sure. But if you they just make. Hey, some
Whatever.
people are different.
Yep.
Some people are different. But anyway, have you done any mock drafts to get ready for this draft coming on September 1st, Labor Day weekend?
Absolutely not.
Okay. You know,
I'm just going in with an open mind.
Okay.
You know, blank slate.
blank slate.
I don't even know
mean,
shit.
okay, well, let me tell you something about Johnny Sportsball. He didn't know shit either, right? He got 3rd place his first year.
Beginner's luck.
3rd place his first year. It's a real thing, I'm telling you right here. He doesn't know sports, period. Any sport. It doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't know it. He got 3rd place. That's pretty much all I got. You got anything you want to say to the league or anything like that?
I'm coming for you, Noah Jackson. I'm coming for you.
All right. You're not worried. Are you worried about losing at all? The whole thing?
No.
Not at all?
No worries in my mind.
Okay. That's good. Everyone says that. You see, Trip Dub last year, he said the same thing. No worries. He, this close to losing the whole thing. He was in the shit bowl. You don't want to be in the shit bowl.
No, I do not want to be in the
Because if you're in the
bowl.
shit bowl, guess what? Noah's a shit bowl champion.
He is a
He's
shit
been
bowl
down
champion.
there. It's a scary time, but luckily for him, Johnny Sportsball can't get enough. Give him some more. Was his opponent. So I mean, there you have it. Has Noah helped you at all? You got him to give you any pointers, or is he going to help you at all a little bit?
We'll see.
Pre-draft at least?
We'll see. See,
Is he telling you all the Bengals players suck, don't draft any of them?
no. But that's probably what he wants me to think.
Yeah,
Damn, I'm stuttering like a
That's
motherfucker.
all right. It happens. It happens. But, I mean, that's all I got. Thank you, Emmett Beasley. I'm Walkerson. We'll fucking see ya.